You're watching the Home and Backyard Cookbook, sponsored by Shores Sisters. It's our favorite complete recipe collection filled with mouth-watering homemade dishes featuring breads, breakfasts, appetizers, lunch dinners, and desserts. Get out your measuring cups, mixer, and chopping board. The Home and Backyard Cookbook begins right now. Manos in Old Forge offers each and every guest authentic, handcrafted, rustic Italian delights. It is truly a phenomenal dining experience that you just can't find anyplace else.
So today we're cooking two dishes. We're going to be doing Italian roasted chicken, and later in the segment we're going to be doing meatballs and homemade fettuccine.
Sounds great.
So getting started, we take our beautiful half roast chickens. So these could be ordered from any butcher. They're just a split chicken. We're gonna put them upside down on the roasting pan. We begin seasoning, being careful to get underneath the wing and the leg. Then we start with our salt, rosemary, black pepper, some nice dry oregano, and we flip them and we'll do the same thing.
Okay.
So our big philosophy now that we're finding ourselves in is that we want to get back to the roots of how we learned how to cook. So this is cooking that our grandmothers taught us, and specifically my grandma Jenny and my grandma Annie, who were great influences on and great teachers of mine growing up.
Okay.
And this is a primary example of a dish that they taught me how to make. Our next step is to put some red wine vinegar and some dry sherry mixed with honey in the pan. So Jack, we're going to sprinkle some paprika right over the top of the chicken. And if you'd break off a piece of fresh sage and put it on each one of the chicken, I'm going to put some fresh rosemary right on, a little fresh thyme. And we're going to put it in the oven at about 400 degrees for 35 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Now we're going to do the fettuccine and the meatballs.
All right.
And we're going to have you get your hands dirty for this one.
Sounds good.
So we have our mixing bowl here. We have ground beef, pork, and veal. That's just going to go right into the bowl. Next component will be our parsley. It's freshly chopped, coarsely chopped. Garlic. This is pecorino romano.
Oh my goodness, good stuff, right?
The best. We have salt and pepper, about a teaspoon each. We have our milk, we're gonna pour this right in. We have a few eggs and our breadcrumbs. Now while you're mixing the meatballs, you have all your ingredients in. You're gonna thoroughly incorporate the egg with the milk and the meat. And then keep mixing that for about a minute. While you're doing that, I'm gonna pass some pasta right through the machine that I've just rolled out. And we're gonna make it into fettuccine, much like this.
Ah, beautiful.
So Jackie, now we're gonna take the meatballs that you've rolled out so nicely. We're gonna fry them in a cast iron pan. It'll give them a nice brown color, because when they go into the sauce, they have to finish in the center. The pan will never cook them totally through.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna take a meatball. Keep in mind the cast iron pan has been preheated, so it's very hot, so you get that sizzle when they go right into the oil.
All right.
This gives them a nice brown color and caramelizes the outside.
Okay.
That's where all your flavor is.
And these cast iron pans, that kind of gives you that nice feeling, doesn't it?
It does, it does. It reminds me of cooking at my grandmother's house. This is exactly a meal that would be made on a Sunday growing up. My aunts and uncles, cousins, everybody would be there with the whole family.
So nice,
homemade pasta. So as these are sizzling up, we're gonna wait till they get some color. Then we're gonna put them into the pan that's directly back here, which has the Sunday sauce cooking. This is a sauce that would be on the stove all day long, that we've made obviously in advance. Okay. So now we're gonna turn them around, check for color.
So we want to brown them on all sides,
Yeah,
really?
we want them to brown on all sides. You can already see the color coming onto the meatball right there.
Looks good. So how long do they actually stay in the sauce?
They could stay in the sauce for hours. They won't fall apart because they're pretty hardy. They have lots of stuff to hold them together, like the egg is a binder, the breadcrumb, and the cheese. They'll all keep everything together.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll only get more flavorful as they cook in the sauce. We have our homemade fettuccine, which we've prepared in advance.
Yes.
And we have our salted pasta water, which we're going to turn on very high and get to a boil, rumbling boil. Okay. We're going to take this. We're going to throw it right in.
And fresh pasta doesn't take long at all,
Fresh pasta does not take long. It's about 3 minutes and it's done.
That's quick.
So always remember, when you put pasta in water, keep a constant stir for the first minute or so. That way the pasta is moving around, it won't stick together. You'll ensure that none of the noodles are stuck together at all.
Good tip.
So as this floats around, we're going to check our meatballs one more time. Looks like they're doing really nicely. Something like this with some roasted chicken. From my mother's side of the family, my grandma Jenny, she would have made a roasted chicken with the vinegar and the honey like we prepared before.
Yeah.
And this would be something that my grandma Annie would have made on a Sunday. She would have the pasta hanging on a clothes rack, drying,
yep.
and the sauce would be going as we'd all be watching football and hanging out.
That's a great memory, right?
That is one of the best memories of my childhood. So, to finish this dish, Jackie, we're going to take our saute pan,
Yes.
which we have heating up a little bit.
Right.
We're going to take a ladle full of our Sunday sauce. We're going to put it right in. 1 piece of nice fresh butter.
Yep.
We're going to strain out the pasta.
Oh, that looks so good.
And go right into the saute pot.
Nice.
One of the most important things about pasta is the pasta water. So to thin this sauce out a little bit, we're going to take our ladle and a little of the pasta water. We're going to add it in.
Nice. Okay.
Like that. Turn it around a little bit, and that's the dish.
Beautiful. Well, TJ, thank you so much for having us today. This was great fun and for showing us how to prepare this fabulous Italian food. Now, why don't you tell everybody a little more about Cusimano's?
Right. Well, we're located on Main Street in Old Forge at 432 South Main, and we're open from Wednesday to Sunday from 5 p.m.
Excellent. And they not only have this type of sit-down food, but you have great pizza as well.
Yes, we do. We have Old Forge style pizza, and that's available upstairs in our dining room or downstairs in our cellar bar.
Great. So don't forget to check out Cusimano's on Facebook and social media. And thank you so much again.
Thank you. Salud.
Welcome to Shore Sisters on the Golden Mile in Towanda. Whether you're craving a cozy cafe experience or looking for the freshest local produce and meats, we've got it all. Explore our 4 greenhouses bursting with vibrant blooms and greenery, perfect for adding life to your home or garden. And don't forget to treat yourself to our made-from-scratch baked goods, guaranteed to satisfy any sweet tooth. Visit us online at shoresisters.com or call 570-265-0333 to learn more. Shore Sisters, your one-stop destination for delicious food, local goods, and unforgettable experiences.
Here at the Happy Valley Sports Bar in Dixon City, it's the perfect trifecta. You have delicious handcrafted foods, gigantic portion sizes, and fabulous drinks. Here in the kitchen, the main man happens to be Stephen Grosvenor. And Chef, what are we preparing today?
We're preparing one of our famous Coach Franklin hoagies.
Oh, fun!
For starters, we have a generous portion of steak meat that we will sear off and cook. And with that, we have a little dash of Worcestershire.
Ooh, that sounds good. That is a generous portion, though, I must say.
Everything's big at Happy Valley.
I love it. Right? What's that there?
That's our own blend of seasonings that we put on to season all of our steak meat.
I think it's important to note that everything here, what it really makes it special is that you make everything like handcrafted here.
Yes, we do. Everything that we make, from our mozzarella logs, our mac and cheese balls, our nacho chips, everything we make bread in-house.
Everything in-house, all your sauces, so you're getting some really good quality food here.
Yep.
We even have a lot of different varieties of wings too, right?
Yes, we do. We actually have 8 different sauces that we make in-house.
Oh, nice. It's all about the sauce, don't you think?
Yes, it is. And the Coach Franklin was actually named after the Penn State football coach, James Franklin.
Oh, nice.
He was actually here a few years back.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
He tried our hoagie. He absolutely loved it.
I love it. His namesake, right? Yeah, it's really fun. The whole theme here is really a lot of fun for Penn State fans.
We host every Penn State game here. We'll always have it on the TV. We'll actually open up our back room, which is a huge banquet hall, that we will have 100+ seating.
Wow, this is the place to be, right?
Yes, it is. If you're a Penn State fan.
Yes.
Now that we can have our steak all cooked up, we add our cherry peppers. Now, cherry peppers add an extra little kick to that. And we also add extra sharp cheese that we grate in-house. Add some water just to steam it and let that cheese melt and incorporate into the steak.
Sounds good.
Now that we have our cheese and our peppers incorporated into our steak, we like to take our hoagie buns that we get from National Bakery, which is local,
Excellent, yes.
and we'll top it off with some of our made-in-house bourbon sauce to add a little bit more flavor to it. And we take our meat and we load it into our hoagie. Our big thing here is portion size.
Yeah, you can tell. That's a nice size. Hey, you never want people to leave hungry, right?
That's the truth. So for our Coach Franklin, we have thinly sliced onions that we soak in buttermilk. We like to take those and hand toss them in some flour. We lightly fry them, and this will be the topping for the Coach Franklin. And then your onions you pull out, and they're nice golden brown.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Top the hoagie with some of those.
Oh, this is great.
Then add your side, and that's the Coach Franklin.
I love it. Thanks so much, Chef.
You're welcome. And if you want to come with me, Lindsay will be at the bar with you, and she's going to make you something special.
Great. Thanks again, Chef.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here at the bar with owner Lindsay Mello. And Lindsay, here at Happy Valley Sports Bar, you're also noted for your fabulous cocktails.
Yes, all of our
right?
signature drinks, yep.
Yes. So you're going to prepare something for us today. What are we making?
Yep, this is a basil strawberry lemonade. It's one of our signatures. So we're gonna take 4 ounces of our strawberries that we already have cut, always fresh fruit.
Nice.
Take about 2 ounces of our fresh basil,
Excellent.
2 ounces of our Tito's. This is our fresh strawberry puree. You're roughly gonna add about, I'd say about 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
And this is just agave and fresh strawberries.
Delicious.
Yep, we're gonna
Up there.
mix this up.
All the fresh fruits make such a difference.
They
don't
really
they?
do. Even the smell of it, right? You could really
Yeah.
smell it. And the basil, there's nothing like fresh basil.
I love these glasses.
Top it in there. Add a little bit of our lemonade. And you have a great summertime drink. Perfect for our outside patio.
Love it. And boy, are we ready for outside patio.
Can't wait for the warm weather, right?
Right.
There you go. We're gonna top it with the strawberry, a lemon wedge, and a fresh piece of basil. And there you
Beautiful.
go. You have it right there.
Well, Lindsay, I can't thank you enough for having us here at Happy Valley Sports Bar. We've had so much fun, and I want you to tell everybody a little bit more about this place.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's been an honor. We are
You're welcome.
located at 516 Store Street in Dixon City. We're more than just a sports bar and a family restaurant. We also have a huge dining hall in the back and a banquet facility that fits up to 100 people. We have a beautiful stone patio, perfect for the summertime. Stop on by.
It really is. It's such a fun place to visit, and everybody here is so kind and does such a great job. So once
Thank
again,
you so much.
Thanks again, Lindsay.
Thanks again. Again, it was such an honor. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Here at Olden Brew in Peckville, you can get a fine selection of handcrafted drinks, cold coffees, espressos, and you can shop their great vintage decor. I'm here with Sarah Weber, and we're at Olden Brew. And Sarah, I just love your place. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about it?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jackie. So we are Olden Brew. We always tell our customers when they come in for the first time, we sell mid-century modern, that's the old, and the brew is our little coffee shop.
I love
So
it.
today what we're going to do is prepare one of our drinks, but I do want to mention we get our coffee locally. It's brewed in Factoryville, PA by Damiani Coffee Roasters.
Excellent, excellent. So you're going to make us a nice, refreshing, cool drink, right?
Yes.
All right.
So one of our signature summer drinks is called the Sparkling Rose Lemonade. We're going to make that for you today.
Okay. let's
So
get
first we're
started.
going to start with our ice. Obviously that's the base. Now in my shaker, first thing I'm going to put is the Monin Rose syrup.
Okay.
This is very lovely, perfect for summer. It doesn't only go in the lemonade, it could go in any of our coffee drinks as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
super multifunctional. We're going to start with 5 since I'm building the basic recipe, but we
Okay.
can always customize it. So if someone likes more flavoring or they like it a little tart, we can always change it based on their personal preference.
Sounds good.
Next, we're gonna dump in the ice. Then our lemonade.
Oh, there's nothing like lemonade, something kind of drink like that. It's just so good for the summer.
So refreshing.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna put my lid on. And then, look how pretty. Then we
Yeah.
shake a little. We try to do everything local and everything in-house that we can. We could make this probably by a batch, but we like to do it unique and for the customer. So again, how we can base it on their preferences.
Right.
Now we have room for our lemon sparkling water. Another thing for the summer, really refreshing.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like a little bubbles? So now we'll top her off. So our drink would not be complete without the final touch, fresh lemon right on top. And normally, since we're grab and go style, since we're here on Main Street in Peckville, we like to make sure we have our lids, straws, whatever the customer needs so they can get back to whatever they have going on.
Okay.
We lid it and go, and there you have it. Olden Brew's Sparkling Rose Lemonade. So next we're going to do another one of our summer drinks.
Okay.
It's called the OB Pink Drink. It's our spin on the very popular pink drink that you may see at other coffee shops.
Yes.
So we're gonna start with our strawberry refresher. So it's in this container now because we do make it fresh every morning. This is our most popular non-coffee drink. It's our original refresher that we started with, but as you can see, we can mix and match and do it with plenty of other drinks as well. This drink, you can customize it to your choosing as well. So you can add caffeine, you can add sugar. We like to make it at the base level and then go from there based on your liking. So then we're gonna take our Torriani vanilla syrup, which this is our most popular syrup. Vanilla leads the way when it comes to syrups.
Oh, okay.
3 pumps of that in
I'm always
here.
fascinated by all these flavors that go together so well. It's neat, especially like the florals. Like that's pretty interesting.
I never knew. I always thought in my mind florals, ugh.
Right?
But florals are amazing, and the fact that you can mix and match and make all these other drinks. There's a whole world of drinks out there. Then next is our coconut milk, which is great. For those who can't drink dairy, they can drink this as well. There's no sugar added in this either. Okay, now the fun part. We're gonna add our dried strawberries.
Oh, that's different.
And then we shake. And look how pretty that is.
I love it.
And we are ready for whatever the day has ahead of us.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for showing us how to make these delicious, refreshing drinks. And I think we should note that there's something for everyone, even for adults and kids, right?
Yes, absolutely. So when we made these drinks, we wanted to make sure they were caffeine friendly. So they're friendly for all ages. So mom and kids can come in. Kids can feel like grown-ups, and moms can get the caffeine they need. We can add sugar. There's plenty of other ingredients we have that can make sure everyone gets the drink they need here.
I love it.
So we try to get everything locally. As mentioned, our coffee is local.
Nice.
We get our bagels from Main Street Bagel in Dixon City. We get muffins and sometimes sandwiches from local places as well.
Terrific. Now I think Ian is standing by, and we're going to go talk to him a little bit about it's the Olden Brew. We're going to talk about the old part.
Yes, so thank you for joining me for the brew part.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, this is the other half of Olden Brew. This is Ian Karazi. Ian, tell us about this section. You have some nice pieces here.
Thanks,
Lots
Jackie.
of fun.
This is the old section of Olden Brew. Here at Olden Brew, we specialize in vintage collectibles, primarily mid-century modern through the 1990s, but we are open to anything that does fit the aesthetic. So we do suggest everyone to stop in. We do have a little bit of something for everybody. So we try to create nostalgic moments. As you can see, we do offer some Pyrex pieces, which usually does remind people of, mom or grandma a little bit. This is our spring and summer setup, ready to go. We have some items for a perfect backyard barbecue. We have some different pitchers, accompanying mugs to go with the Pyrex. So once again, we try to provide a little something for everybody in a seasonal manner as well.
I love it because these items, they're not only beautiful and fun and you can use them, but they bring back such great memories.
They do. The memories are everything for us. I mean, I think that's a real big reason why we got started in this. The nostalgia is awesome, and it's nice to see people smile and remorse of the past.
Totally. I mean, who would think that like a Pyrex blow would make them smile?
I don't think we ever thought we'd love Pyrex as much as we do today. In addition to the Pyrex we don't only just do housewares, we also do furniture. We have a lot of lamps, we have a lot of different clocks. We try to provide a little bit of something for every room in the house. We try to set up the vignettes in a way that this is exactly how you'd see it when you walked into the home. We want to set it up for you so you can actually get the vibe of how it's going to look when you put it in your house.
Totally. It kind of tells a story.
It does. It leads you from room to room, as we like to say. We also provide booth space. We currently do have an open booth, and we do have an accompanying booth by Eclectic City Vintage, who does specialize in vintage clothing and accessories. We do have some vinyls in the back as well.
Ian, thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you
We
as well,
really
Jackie.
appreciate it. Why don't you tell everybody where you're located?
Yeah, of course. We're located at 538 Main Street in Peckville. We do offer private parking. We have additional parking across the street at PNC Bank, so there's definitely space for everybody. You can follow us on social media. We do have a Facebook and Instagram page. We're constantly posting new updates, menu items, new inventory to hit, so you can definitely get a jump on the crowd by following us there.
I love it. We really enjoyed our time here at Olden Brew. Thanks a million.
Thank you as well.
Preparing a quick, delicious, healthy snack can sometimes be daunting. You know, you have to buy all the ingredients, chop everything up, but here at Blended at the Training Loft in Clark Summit, they make it very easy for you, right, Scott?
Absolutely. We're going to do a Chunky Monkey smoothie with the optional protein add-in for you. And we're going to do vanilla today.
That sounds terrific.
All right. We're going to start off with some almond milk. We're going to put a cup of that on in.
So you offer different flavors of protein.
We do.
All
We
right.
do. We use the brand First Form. We carry right now the vanilla, which we're going to be using in this Chunky Monkey smoothie, and also chocolate, strawberry, and vegan option as well.
Ooh, nice, nice.
So now we're going to add some chia seeds. Chia seeds are great for fiber.
Okay. Yeah, everything probably has a purpose, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So now we're going to do a PB2 instead of using regular peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter,
within.
sure, okay.
And it has 9% less fat and also an extra boost of protein as well.
Great, so it's like a powdered peanut butter.
Absolutely, yep. Now we're going to do a scoop of the protein. So now we're going to go ahead and mix some of these ingredients up, and then we'll go ahead and get to the other parts of it.
Okay, super, let's do it.
Now we're going to add the frozen bananas on in.
And bananas are for potassium, right?
Potassium. So now before you get it in the cup, we're just going to put a little peanut butter drizzle.
These are the details that you really like, but sometimes you just don't have the time to cut everything up and prepare it. So
Right,
you could just
absolutely.
stop in and pick one up and you're on your way.
And we also have the option to do online ordering, and we do everything made to order, so we don't pre-make
Oh,
much of
nice,
anything,
nice.
and we prep as much as we can. Put a little garnish.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And there you have it, your Chunky Monkey with the vanilla protein.
Well, I'm here with Jackie, and Jackie, you're going to make us something else, right? What are we doing here, a bowl?
Yes, we're gonna do an acai bowl, which is our most popular. We're gonna do a Cavalier bowl today. So we have two bowls that we've made when we started Blended. Because of the area we're in, we did a Cavalier bowl and a Comet bowl to represent,
I love
the
it.
two high schools in our area. We start all of our bowls with granola. So we also have gluten-free granola. So we weigh and measure out all of our acai ahead of time to have it prepped, and then it's ready to go when someone orders. So acai is always in frozen form to eat.
All right.
So it's a berry that comes from the Amazon, and it's loaded with antioxidants. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you know, there's a lot of sugar. It's all natural sugar. We don't add any
Oh, great. It's all natural.
sweeteners or anything to our products here. It's just all the natural sugar. So you can also do acai with protein as well. As Scott mentioned before, we have a lot of people like chocolate or vanilla protein added to the acai. Today I just left it plain because that's also popular.
Right.
I pre-cut my banana. Go like this and fan it.
I love the
kind of
presentation. It's even special. I
Well,
love
yeah, yeah, that makes it.
It does.
And then we're gonna take some pineapple, and we're gonna do the other side with it. So we cut up all of our fruit fresh every day and hand pick it ourselves so we know that it's the freshest.
Like, I love fruit, but like to cut up a pineapple,
Yeah.
you know what I
It's-
mean? Like, this
yeah.
is so nice, it's done for you.
So we're gonna put some blueberries. So there you have your Cavalier bowl. This is how it is. Sometimes we'll add some granola on the top, and sometimes we get topping where we have drizzle of Nutella, peanut butter, or honey. So you can add any of those. So I'm going to show you today with a little Nutella on the
love
top
it.
of this
I love
one,
Nutella.
because that's probably the most popular drizzle that we do.
Nice.
But if you wanted to make your own, create your own, we also have that option. Like I brought the strawberries out here, so sometimes people will say, like, instead of banana, add strawberry, or
great.
things like that that you can.
I love it. So it's kind of to your taste, to your liking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yep. So the training loft started first. That's a personal training boutique studio that we have on the other side. You do not have to work out here. You do not have to be a member. We thought it paired well with, my background is in fitness and nutrition, so I always wanted to have that healthy option to be able to bring to the community here. These are our protein balls. Scott and I decided to do these protein balls to add in here into our grab and go cooler a while back. They're just very simple ingredients loaded with energy, protein, lots of good stuff. We have your basic peanut butter protein balls, but we also have a trail mix, and that's with a lot of different things that you would find in a trail mix.
The good thing about this is if you're not able to make it here to blend it, these are available elsewhere, right?
Yes, so we just started stocking Wegmans with
Terrific.
our protein balls in Dixon City. So we're located at 513 South State Street in Clark Summit. It's the Village Square Plaza. And follow us on social media for specials.
That sounds great. Well, thank you so much, Jackie, and here's to healthy drinks and snacks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on the Home and Backyard Cookbook.